Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the game where you're always aiming for the lowest score. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, my name's Ian, this is Alan. We're father and son from Maidstone in Kent.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Nicola, and this is Judith, and we're work colleagues from Durham.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Fintan. This is my friend Mairead. I'm originally from Belfast. She's from Dublin, and we both live in London.
And finally, couple number four.
Hello, I'm Joy. This is my husband, Alan. We've lived in Norfolk for a lot of years, but now we're in Leighton Buzzard in Bedfordshire.
And these are today's contestants. Thanks, all of you. We'll find out more about you throughout the show as it goes along. So that just leaves one more person for me to introduce. Confucius once said, real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. May I introduce the most knowledgeable man in the studio? It's my pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Hi, everybody. Hiya. Good afternoon to you.
And to you.
Are you well?
I'm extremely well, thank you. And
Excellent. Yeah, not bad at all, yeah.
Really?
We've got two good pairs coming back today. We've got Judith and Nicola, got all the way through to the head-to-head last time. So we expect good things. And then we've got Ian and Alan, who were brilliant last time, weren't they? Lots and lots of fun. And unlucky in round two. Ian gave an answer which I thought... it was unfortunate. It was unfortunate, so I suspect we may see good things from them today as well. Have you noticed recently an awful lot of people are wearing bright orange? It's happening a lot. It must be very on trend.
It must be. You're absolutely right.
It's about time I might hunt down a bright orange shirt and start wearing it. Don't you think?
I think it's a good idea.
Or you, maybe. Maybe you should wear a bright orange shirt. One of us should.
One of us maybe should.
Anyway, I've noticed it. It's quite nice. It makes people very easy to spot in the fog of the studio.
Very good. Well, thank you, Richard. Now, all our questions on Pointless have been asked to 100 people before the show. As ever, the aim of the game is to find a pointless answer. That's an answer that none of our 100 people gave, and each time that happens, we will add 250 quid to the jackpot. Now, Pat and Elaine didn't win the jackpot last time, so we add another £1,000 to that, so today's jackpot starts off at £3,000. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. OK, the pair with the highest score at the end of the round will, of course, be eliminated, but do remember there is to be no conferring during the round. OK, our first category today is football. It's football. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? Mairead really not looking happy. And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many European 2014 FIFA World Cup qualifying teams as they could. Richard.
Simply looking for any nation that took part in the qualifying in the European zone for the World Cup of 2014. So any team who took part in the qualifying, please, in any of the European zone groups. Don't have to have qualified for the World Cup itself, just anyone who took part in the qualifying. We're excluding the home nations from that, so we won't accept England, Scotland, Wales or Northern Ireland.
OK. Now then, Ian and Alan, you all drew lots before the show, and today you are going to go first. Ian, welcome back.
Thank you.
Now, tell us what happened last time, Ian.
Who knew Benjamin Franklin wasn't a prime minister, a president even?
I know. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Apparently, Richard says it's come up before on the show, and that's just gone... shows how much I retain.
Yeah.
Football, I think, an altogether better subject.
Yes, definitely.
What do you think you're going to go for there?
I'm going along the lines of Belgium.
Along the lines of Belgium?
Yes, I'm going to go for Belgium, in fact.
So much so, Belgium.
Belgium's going to be
Let's find out if Belgium's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Belgium. That's a good answer, 16. Very well done, Ian.
Yes, they actually qualified for the World Cup finals as well, Belgium. They were top of their group. They've got just so many brilliant players, most of whom play in the Premiership these days.
Thank you very much indeed,
Pleasure.
Richard. Now then, Judith, welcome back.
Hello.
Welcome back to Pointless. Now, head-to-head last time.
Yes.
Head-to-head, but then dispatched brutally by Pat and Elaine. They were just extraordinary. They were on it, weren't they?
They were. We had no chance.
Yeah. Anyway, a new day. A new day. Now, what do you like doing, Judith? What would your favourite weekend involve?
We normally go away in our caravan. Camping.
You really do? You said last time that you were caravans. You do it every weekend?
Nearly every weekend.
You
every
love
other
that
weekend.
thing.
We do, yeah.
And you tow it behind you. How far how far afield do you go?
Not far. For a weekend, just about an hour. Maybe it's North Yorkshire.
Lovely.
Somewhere
Or
down
out into Weardale, I should think.
Yeah.
Lots of lovely places around there. Perfect. OK, now then, what about football, Judith?
Not good at all.
OK, what European geography? Maybe we'll approach it in that way.
Yeah, I'm just going to go for a country, and I'm going to
Okay.
go for Sweden.
Sweden, says Judith. Sounds good. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Sweden. Well, 16 is what Belgium scored. Sweden is 20. Well done. There or thereabouts. Not bad at all.
Yeah, they came second in their group, but they got knocked out in a playoff by a country I shan't mention.
No. Oh, you did that well.
Thank
That
you.
was, do you know what that was? It was deft.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Now then, Mairead, welcome to the show. Great to have you here. Originally from Dublin.
Dublin, yes, I am.
How long have you lived in London?
7 years.
7 years. Do you go back quite a lot?
People come to visit me instead.
There is a
For
huge
holidays, yeah,
Dublin
so-
community in London.
Yes,
though,
I get a lot
isn't
of
there?
visitors.
Yeah. So then, Mairead, football. How
Yeah.
closely do you follow it?
Well, I'm a season ticket holder at Arsenal, so I follow football in that respect, but not kind of, the bigger stage than
Okay.
the Premiership. So I'm going to say Croatia.
Croatia.
Yeah.
Croatia. It sounds perfectly good to me. Let's see if it's right. Let's see how many people said it. It's absolutely right, Mairead. Our high score at the moment is 20. Our low score is 16. You whip past both of those down to 13. Our best score so far. Very well done.
Well played, Mairead, and they qualified through the playoffs, Croatia, against a team I really, really wanted to win, but didn't.
Yeah.
There it is.
There we are. OK, now, Joy. Welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. Where are you from, Joy?
Well, we live in Leighton Buzzard now.
Leighton
but,
Buzzard?
yes, Herefordshire originally, and lots of years in Norfolk.
You've been everywhere.
Been everywhere.
Been everywhere. And what do you get up to in Leighton Buzzard?
Well, we're both retired, so I play a lot of golf.
Lovely.
And really enjoy playing golf. And we've recently taken up playing bowls because you don't have to wear your raincoat and it's nice and indoors in the winter.
Good stuff. Now, do you follow football at all?
Yes, I will go for Denmark.
Denmark, says Joy. OK, let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Denmark. Absolutely right, Joy. Well, 20 our high score, 13 our low. You're between the two. There we are. 18. Very well done.
Yes, runners-up in their group, Denmark. Haven't had any obscure answers yet, have we?
No.
We call it pointless for a reason.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah. OK, consider that a warning. Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Let's take a look at the scores as they stand. 13, the best score of that pass. Very well done, Mairead. Then up to 16, where we find Ian and Alan. Then up to 18, where we find Joy and Alan. And then up to 20, where we find Judith and Nicola. I mean, really, it's very, very close grouping indeed. What a nice unit you make. But, Nicola, we are relying on you. You are just ahead there, so a nice low score from you should keep you in the game. OK, we're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, now, Alan, remember we are looking for any national football team that took part in the European zone qualifying groups for the 2014 World Cup. Now then, Alan, welcome.
Hi, welcome.
Welcome. Now, do you play a lot of golf as well?
Yes, I play a lot as well, yes. We like to compete against each other.
Who's the most competitive?
Joy.
I thought who's got the better handicap?
I have.
OK, very
Not
good.
by much.
Not by much. OK, well, that's nice. Nice thing
Yes,
to do.
no.
And
But
plenty
she
of nice...
has had 5 holes in one, and I haven't had any.
Have you really?
Sad.
Joy.
Sad.
That must be the most exhilarating thing in the world, mustn't it?
Fantastic.
I mean, to
I
do it
don't
once,
know.
to do it once is kind of a fluke. To do it 5 times, I mean, that's just outrageous, isn't it?
By the fifth one, you must just have gone, oh, yeah, just got another one, Alan. Yeah.
Well, and what happens on the course if someone scores a hole in one? Does everybody just put down their clubs and applaud?
No.
Yeah.
Not on the course if
Ladies.
it's seen, yes, but you're expected when you go in to buy a round of drinks. So you hope it's a quiet day when you get one.
What if you score a hole in one, you buy drinks?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Remind me never to take up golf. That's just wrong. Excellent. Now then, Alan, you're on 18.
Yes.
You aren't quite the highest scorers, but you're only 2 points behind them. So if you can score 1 or less, you would avoid becoming the new high scorer.
Yeah. I'm going to go for San Marino.
There you go. There you go. Alan says San Marino. There is a red line there. You can't quite see it, but it's there. If you get below that, You are definitely in the next round. Let's see how many people said San Marino. It's right. Well, our lowest score hitherto has been 13. You passed that comfortably. 9. Very well done indeed, Alan. 27 is your total.
Very well played, Alan. That's much more like it. Yeah, San Marino are bottom of the FIFA World Rankings of every country. They have never won a competitive match for FIFA or UEFA. Though they do hold a record. They hold the record for the fastest ever World Cup goal, which most people remember is 8.3 seconds against England.
Yeah.
That was a terrifying... I mean, we spanked them in the end, as we should do, because they're only little.
But still. Yeah, they've got half their cabinet playing in the...
Their coach is a part-time PE teacher.
I like that he's
Exactly.
part-time PE teacher. Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Finton. Finton, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
What do you do, Finton?
I'm a patent examiner.
See, that's just fun, isn't it? That's fun. I picture you sitting around in a sort of Dragon's Den type environment, where lots of inventors drag things in. And,
Pull things in and present them to us.
Yeah.
Unfortunately not. It's a little less exciting than that.
But what sort of patents do you
Well, I just
cover?
deal with the internal workings of a computer, so nothing you can hold in your hand and say, oh, that's quite exciting. Circuits are not very sexy, I'm afraid.
Still, quite fun.
Not bad.
And also,
Not bad.
you could always lie. When people ask what kind of patents, you could just say, wow, I mean, we had a hovering machine that came in.
I actually patented this display mechanism.
Excellent. I've got a couple of things I want to take up with you on those, actually, because they haven't been, they're less than perfect. But, yeah, OK, there you are. You're on 13. The high scorers at the moment, Alan and Joy, on 27. 13 or less sees you through. How do you feel about this?
That's
as a
not
round?
going to happen, I'm afraid. I know people say this really isn't my subject, but it isn't my subject, so I could take a gamble, but it's a bit too risky, so I am going to play it safe, I'm afraid. The Netherlands.
OK, well, with so much orange around you, that seems like a sensible thing to go for. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said the Netherlands. There is your red line. It's right, of course. 26. 26, quite a high score. Takes your total up to 39.
Yeah, they had a great qualifying campaign. The Netherlands topped their group. They qualified with 2 matches to spare.
Very good, thank you, Richard. Now, Nicola. Nicola, you were the high scorers, of course, not anymore. Nicola, remind us what you do.
I work at Durham University Business School as a programme administrator.
Now, obviously, I imagine that's a year-round job. Does it ease off at all during the holidays?
Well,
or?
I'm fairly new to the role. I only started this position in October, so
Right.
I haven't done a full year yet, but I would imagine, yeah.
It'll have its sort of
It
quiet
tails
bit.
off Christmas time, isn't it?
Yeah, presumably in the summer as well.
Yes,
Or
yeah.
maybe that's your busiest time. Got to get all ready for the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Judith nodding quite hard. Yeah, like we get a slack time. OK, now, Nicola, there you are on 20. The high scorers on 39 are Mairead and Finton. So 18 or less.
Not going to happen.
Really?
No.
Well, think about it. Well, remember what Richard said.
I'm going to go with Italy.
Italy, says Nicola. Italy, there's your red line. Well, if you get below that with Italy, you are in round 2. Let's find out how many people said Italy. It's obviously right. 39. Oh, Nicola, that's a punishing high score. Takes your total up to 59.
Yes, qualified for their 14th straight World Cup for the Italians. In fact, them and the Netherlands were the first 2 teams to qualify.
Thanks, Richard. Now then, Alan. Alan, we have a game on our hands here. Welcome back to the show. OK, now, we discovered last time that you have a really lovely sounding dog that is it's a German Shepherd crossed with a Rottweiler.
He's a baby. He's a pussy.
Yeah, I bet he is.
Yeah,
What a
really
pussy.
is.
I know. I
He is.
bet he, well, you've known him since he was
Absolutely.
a puppy.
An absolute baby.
And I would say he fixed onto you. I mean that in the nice sense that he decided he wanted to be owned by you. And you found he was just living in the wild.
Yes.
He's mostly wolf.
Absolutely.
And there he is. And how old is he now then?
He's 8 now.
Oh, that's good. Very good. Well, there you are. You're on 16. The high scorers at the moment are Nicola and Judith on 59. All you need is 42 or less. I have a hunch you're going to be quite good at this.
2 of my answers have gone. But I shall go for Greece.
Greece, says Alan. Greece. There's your red line. Get below that with Greece, you're in round 2. How many of our 100 people said it? Well done, Alan. You're through. Still going down, 11. Our second lowest score of the whole round there, Greece. Very well done. 27 your total.
Well played, Alan. Another team who qualified, Greece. I think it's lovely when people take in stray dogs. I really do. It's a lovely thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Genuinely a disgraceful performance by and large on that round. You know, if San Marino are in there, they're all in there. Come on. Come on, just an obscure European country is all we're looking for there.
Andorra.
Yeah, Andorra would have been perfect. Andorra would have scored you 2 points. They're all there. Let's take it. There's only one pointless answer, though, and that is Kazakhstan. Would have been a pointless answer. Belarus and Slovenia would have scored you 1, as would Azerbaijan. You'd have got 2 points for Armenia, 3 points for Cyprus, Liechtenstein, Albania, Israel, all of those 3 points. Israel were in the European groups. Lithuania, Malta, Luxembourg would have scored you 4, 5 for Georgia, Hungary, Bosnia, Herzegovina. So virtually any country in Europe is what we were looking for. Not Italy and the Netherlands. You know what, I'm surprised no one said Germany. Let's take a look at the top 3 answers. The ones that most of 100 people said. Spain with 50. Germany there with 52, and right at the top, France on 55.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our first round, I'm afraid the pair heading home with their score of 59. It's not a terribly high score, but Nicola and Judith, I'm afraid you are the high scorers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, well, you did pretty well, though. He's getting quite cross, isn't he?
Yeah. It's still
yeah.
football.
It is still football. But a little bit of geography in there. But yes, I'm sorry, they were just too high, your scores. I'm afraid we have to say goodbye to you. Head-to-headers last time. I hope we might have seen more of you, but this is the end of the road. But it's been great having you on the show. Nicola and Judith, thanks so much for playing. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. So 3 pairs remain. Obviously, at the end of this round, we'll be sending another pair home in time for our head-to-head round. Well, our low scorers, Ian and Alan and Joy, were tied there on 27. So, yeah, very, very equal. Do you know what, though? This is a bit like one of those sort of flat horse races where everyone's just together. No one's really made a break for it yet. And you heard what the big man said. He's not happy. He's not happy. People aren't pushing the boat out enough. There we are. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 is celebrities. Celebrities. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns friends of friends. Friends of friends, Richard.
On each pass, we're going to give you 6 clues to famous people who've appeared at one time or another on the TV series Friends. It's going to be 6 on each pass, 12 in all, 12 to have a go at home, so very best of luck.
Thanks very much indeed. OK, so we are looking for the names of these people who guest-starred on Friends. And here's our first board of 6. We've got the mother of Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie, the voice of Mike Wazowski in the Disney Pixar film Monsters, Inc., the MASH actor played Monica and Ross's father, the actor who starred as Will Colbert and admitted to being part of the I Hate Rachel Green Club, the Australian model known as The Body, and the actor who played Don Self in the TV series Prison Break. I'll read all of those one last time. The mother of Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie, the voice of Mike Wazowski in the Disney Pixar film Monsters, Inc., MASH actor who played Monica and Ross's father, the actor who starred as Will Colbert and admitted to being part of the I Hate Rachel Green Club, the Australian model known as The Body, and the actor who played Don Self in the TV series Prison Break. There we are, 6 clues to 6 guest stars. Now then, what are you going to go for, Anne? It's quite tough, isn't it?
It's tough for me. I don't know. I've never seen Friends ever.
Did you watch MASH?
Yes, and that's what I'm going to take a chance on that because I've never seen it for any of Friends, but I'm going to go for Alan Alda from MASH.
Alan Alda says Alan M. Alan Alda. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Alan Alda. Oh, bad luck. I'm sorry, Alan. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer. Scores you the maximum of 100 points. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Alan, not Alan Alda. He was in MASH, of course, but I'll give you the correct answer at the end of the pass.
Thanks very much indeed. Now then, Finton.
Well, I did used to love Friends. I could take a stab at the Monsters, Inc., but it's a bit risky, so I think I'll try for the other MASH actor, who I think was Elliot Gould.
Elliot Gould, says Finton. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Elliot Gould. Absolutely right. Look at that, 11. Very well done, Finton. That's a great score.
Yeah, well played, Finton. He plays Jack Geller on the show. He was once married to Barbara Streisand.
Was he?
He was, yeah. He said a lot of the time it was like a chocolate souffle, but sometimes it was like a bath of lava.
Brilliant. Now, Alan P. Alan P, did you watch Friends at all?
Nope.
So this is going to be fun.
This is going to be fun, yes. Yes.
Do any of the other bits of the clues help you, though?
Not really. I should know the voice of the Pixar because I watched that film endlessly with my grandchildren, but it's just gone completely out of my head. The only one I can guess that is the Australian model. Is that Elle Macpherson?
Elle Macpherson.
Ellie Macpherson.
Elle Macpherson or Ellie Macpherson says,
Yeah.
Alan, let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Elle Macpherson as the body. It's right. 44. Well done, Alan.
Yeah, well played, absolutely. He's played Joey's new flatmate, Elle Macpherson. Let's go through the rest of this board. I think you all know the top one. The mothers of princesses Beatrice and Eugenie, Sarah
Duchess of
Ferguson,
York,
of course.
yeah.
Yeah. 54 points. Now, the voice of Mike Wazowski,
Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal, yeah, 10 points. And the actor who starred as Will Colbert, very famous actor.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, yep. Scored 15. And the best answer on the board, the actor who played Don Self, is Michael Rappaport. Very well done if you said that, 1 point.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at those scores. 11, Finton, very much the best score of that pass. Then up to 44, where we find Alan and Joy. And then I'm afraid it's 100. I'm sorry, Alan, that was tough. Anything can happen on the next board, Ian, so don't give up hope.
No.
But it will require, if you're going to make it to the head-to-head, it will definitely require a very good low-scoring answer from you. So best of luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 6 more clues up on the board, and here they are. The actress who played Rachel Bradley in the TV series Cold Feet, 3 Men and a Baby star, also played title role in TV series Magnum P.I., the actor who played George Smiley in the 2011 film Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, the Anchorman actress who played one of Rachel's sisters, played Matilda's father in the 1996 feature film of the same name, and the Die Hard star played one of Rachel's love interests. I'll read all of those one last time. The actress who played Rachel Bradley in the TV series Cold Feet, 3 Men and a Baby star, also played title role in the TV series Magnum P.I., the actor who played George Smiley in the 2011 film Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, the Anchorman actress who played one of Rachel's sisters, the person who played Matilda's father in the 1996 feature film of the same name, and the Die Hard star played one of Rachel's love interests. There we are, 6 more guest stars in Friends. And Joy, you're going to try and find the lowest scoring one you can on that board. Joy. Now, how are we feeling?
Not very good.
There's some quite nice clues there to help people who don't know Friends.
Yeah. Actor who played George Smiley, Tim Roth.
Tim Roth, says Joy. Tim Roth. There's your red line. If you can get below that red line, you are in the head-to-head. But let's see if Tim Roth is right. No, I'm so sorry, Joy. I'm afraid that is an incorrect answer. Scores you the maximum of 100 points, takes your total up to 144.
Yeah, not Tim Roth, Joy. I'll give you the correct answer at the end of the pass. I think you'll know it.
Now then, Mairead, good news. You are in the head-to-head. A combination of Joy and Alan's high score and Finton's excellent low scoring in the first pass have led you there.
I've never seen Friends, ever.
You've never seen it?
No.
Oh, it's fun. It's good fun.
So I know 2 because of the clues.
Yeah, some quite good clues there.
Yeah. So I'll go with Tom Selleck for 3 Men and a Baby
Tom
star.
Selleck for Magnum P.I. Let's see if that's right. No red line for you as you're already through, but let's see if it's right. Tom Selleck. $37. 37 takes your total up to 48.
Well played, Mairead. He's a recurring character in Friends. Dates Monica, Richard Burke.
Thanks very much. Now then, Ian. Oh, you've been thrown a lifeline by Joy there. If you can score 43 or less, you're in the head-to-head. Do you want to talk us through the board?
I'd love to, but I can't. Tom Selleck, I knew, and I know one other on there which I think is going to be higher than what I need. Die Hard star is Bruce Willis. The top one, I can't for the life of me think what it is at the moment, and I just don't know any of the others. So I'm going to have to go with Bruce Willis.
You're going to go with Bruce Willis for just...
For the Die Hard star.
For the Die Hard one.
Yes.
Yep, thanks very much indeed. There's your red line. If you can get below that red line with Bruce Willis, you are through to the head-to-head. Best of luck. Let's find out how many people said Bruce Willis. Oh, no. Oh, 51, Ian, I'm sorry. You suspected that was going to be a high score, and indeed it was. 151 is your total.
Yeah, sorry, Ian, that's tough luck there. Now, the actress who played Rachel Bradley, I'm sure you can picture her face, I know, it's Helen Baxendale.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah, I would have scored you 11 points, I would have seen you safely through to the head-to-head. Now, the actor who played George Smiley is a contemporary of Tim Roth, actor in lots of his early films. Gary Oldman, exactly that. Would have scored you 4 points. The Anchorman actress, this is the best answer on the board, Christina Applegate, would have scored you 2, and played Matilda's father in the 1996 feature film. Do you know that
Danny
one?
DeVito.
Danny DeVito, yeah, appeared in Friends as a stripper. Would have scored you 20 points.
Thanks very much indeed. So at the end of our second round, the pair who are going to be heading home with their high score of 151, it's Ian and Alan. Oh, I'm sorry, that was tough. You were so close there, really close. You know, you took a risk, which is what we normally applaud. But in this instance, I'm afraid it's sending you home. But it's been great having you on the show. Thank you so much, Ian and Alan. It's been great having you.
Thank you very much.
But for the remaining two pairs, it's now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Mairead and Fintan, Alan and Joy. You're now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £3,000. Now, we have to decide who's going to go through to the final and play for that money, and to do that, you are now going to go head-to-head. The difference is you're now allowed to confer before you give your answers, and the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. OK, here's your first question, and it concerns famous works of art. Famous works of art, Richard.
We're going to show you the English names now of some famous statues and sculptures, but we've left out the last word of each one. Can you fill in those blanks, please?
Thanks very much indeed. OK, so let's reveal our names of famous statues and sculptures, and here they are. Michael Jackson and blank, 1988, Jeff Koons. The statue of blank, 1886, Auguste Bartholdi. Angel of the blank, 1998, Anthony Gormley. Jacob and the blank, 1940, Jacob Epstein. And the burghers of blank, 1889, Auguste Rodin. I'll read those one last time. Michael Jackson and blank, 1988, Jeff Koons. The statue of blank, 1886, Auguste Bartholdi. Angel of the blank, 1998, Anthony Gormley. Jacob and the blank, 1940, Jacob Epstein. And the burghers of blank, 1889, Auguste Rodin. There we are, 5 works of art or sculptures with missing words. Now, Mairead and Fintan, you've played best throughout the show so far, so you will go first.
Do you know the bottom 2? I know the top one, I think it's bubbles. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's bubbles.
OK, we're going to try Michael Jackson and Bubbles.
Michael Jackson and Bubbles, say Mairead and Fintan. Now then, Alan and Joy. Do you want to talk us through the rest of the board? Do your thinking out loud.
Can't talk you through the board. It's the Angel of the North. I think it's Jacob and the Ram, but I'm not sure. But we'll go for the Burghers of Calais, I think.
The Burghers of Calais by Auguste Rodin, say Alan and Joy. So we have Bubbles and we have Calais. Mairead and Fintan said Bubbles. Michael Jackson and Bubbles. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. That's a good answer. Look at that. Oh, look at that. 11. Well done. 11 for Bubbles. But then Alan and Joy's answer, the Burghers of Calais, is also a fantastic answer. I wonder how many people got that. Let's see. Now then. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be... Oh, look at that. 12. It is a very, very hard-fought head-to-head. But well done, Mairead and Fintan. You just came out ahead in that one. After one question, you are up 1-0.
2 very good answers there. The Jeff Koons statue is quite something. It's a life-size porcelain model of Michael Jackson and Bubbles, but all gold-plated. It's fairly spectacular. Yeah. There's one answer there that would have beaten both of those, and that is Jacob. It's not the Ram, it's Jacob and the Angel. You can see it in Tape Britain. Would have scored you 8 points. Now, the Angel of the North is a very big scorer for Anthony Gormley. Would have scored you 89 points. Not bad for a bit of modern art. And do you know this next one?
No.
You know what? I had trouble with this one. That's a very, very high scorer. And it's obvious when you hear it. It's the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, it's Liberty, for God's sake.
Would have scored 64 points.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, here comes your second question. Alan and Joy, you'll get to answer this first, but you have to win it to stay in the game, so best of luck. It concerns breakfast TV presenters. Breakfast TV presenters, Richard.
I'm going to show you 5 images now of breakfast TV presenters, past and present. Can you identify the most obscure of these 5?
OK, thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 breakfast TV presenters, and here they come. We've got A, B, C, D, and E. There we are, 5 breakfast TV presenters. And Alan and Joy, you will go first.
I don't know. The second one is Charlie something. I can't think of his name. I don't know.
State or something. Charlie State. I do know D, but I can't think of his name.
We think that B could be Charlie State.
Charlie State. Charlie State, you're saying, for B. Now, Mairead and Fintan, do you want to talk through the rest of the board?
OK, A's Lorraine Kelly. I think B is Charlie State. That was going to be our answer. Don't know who C is. D is Johnny
somebody, but we can't remember.
Somebody. And E is Nick somebody. It might be Nick Robinson, but that might be wrong. So, shall we try Nick Robinson?
Yeah.
Nick Robinson.
You'll
for E.
say Nick Robinson. OK, so we have Charlie State, we have Nick Robinson. Alan and Joy said Charlie State. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said that. It is Charlie State. Well done. 15. 15 for Charlie State. Mairead and Fintan have had a punt at E, Nick Robinson. But you're pretty sure it's not Nick Robinson, but you've gone with Nick Robinson nonetheless. Let's see if it is Nick Robinson. No, bad luck, it's not Nick Robinson. Which means, Alan and Joy, well done. That's exactly what you needed to do. You're back in the game. It's 1-1 after 2 questions.
Well played, Alan and Joy. I like Charlie State. He's got big hair, hasn't he? There's just a guy who's so pumping with testosterone. You can almost, if you switch on at 7 in the morning, you look again at 9, it's grown.
His chin, blue.
Yeah, very impressive. You're very, very good, I have to say, Mairead and Fintan at first names.
Yeah.
Because you're right about Nick, but it's Nick Owen. Used to present with Anne Diamond for many, many years, 18 points. You were right about Johnny as well. And it's Johnny Vaughan. Of course. Used to present The Big Breakfast. 31 points for Johnny Vaughan. A is Lorraine Kelly. You got both of her names, but I think you knew it would be too much, and it was 61. And C is the best answer on the board, and it is Michael Wilson. Michael Wilson.
That's a great pose, isn't it? Someone just said, Michael, just get a picture of you by the camera. Over by the camera. Out by the camera.
Just within what you'd normally be doing.
Just wear this tie. Go on, I dare you. Wear this tie. Go on.
That's a proper 80s pose, isn't it?
Yeah.
1 point for Michael Wilson, so very well done if you said that.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. OK, this is very exciting. I knew it was going to be close. It is close. It's 1-1. It comes down to the decider. One of you will be going through to the final and playing for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Our third question today concerns Argentina.
We're going to give you 5 clues now to facts about Argentina. The pair who gives us the most obscure answers going through to play to the jackpot. So very best of luck, both teams.
OK, thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 clues, and here they come. Became first female elected president of the country in 2007. The year that they hosted and won the Football World Cup, the main unit of currency, the island group at the centre of a 1982 British-Argentine war, and the mountain range stretching the length of its western border. I'll read those all one last time. Became first female elected president of the country in 2007, the year they hosted and won the Football World Cup, the main unit of currency, the island group at the centre of a 1982 British-Argentine war, and the mountain range stretching the length of its western border. There we are. 5 clues to facts about Argentina. Now, Mairead and Fintan, you will go first.
OK. I think I don't know. I think the young president. I think it's Cristina Fernandez. Yeah, I think so. Slight risk, but I think the first female president was Cristina Fernandez.
Cristina Fernandez, say Mairead and Fintan. Cristina Fernandez. Now then, Alan and Joy, the board is all yours.
Yeah. If that's right, we won't beat it. The two bottom ones are fairly obvious. We'll take a punt at the year of the World Cup, but it's probably wrong, as 88.
You're going to say 88, the year they hosted and won the World Cup. Mairead and Finton, you have said Cristina Fernandez, the first female elected president of the country. Let's find out if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said that, Cristina Fernandez. It's right. It's a good answer. Look at that. Wonderful low score there. Down to 5. Very well done indeed. Mairead and Finton. That's going to take some beating, I think. But Alan and Joy, you have said 1988 was the year they hosted and won the World Cup. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. There's your answer. Very well done. Mairead and Finton, after 3 questions, you are through to the final 2-1.
Terrific play, Finton. That was a killer blow there. Yeah, so also known as Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner, because she's the widow of the former president, Nestor Kirchner. Now, the year they hosted and won the Football World Cup was 78, 1978. Would have scored you 11 points. The main unit of currency?
Spanish, peso.
Peso,
yes,
yeah, that's the right answer. Would have scored you 14. The island group?
The Falklands.
The Falklands, yeah. Big scorer, though. 71. And the mountain range?
The Andes.
It is the Andes, yeah. And that would have scored 29 points. So Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner, the best answer on the board. Well played.
Thanks very much indeed. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, it's Alan and Joy. You've done so well the whole way through the show. But Cristina Fernandez was going to take some beating, so you needed to find something on that board. But the good news is we'll get to see you again next time. We'll look forward to that very much indeed. Alan and Joy, thanks very much for playing.
Thank you.
But for Mairead and Finton, it's now time for our Pointless Final. Congratulations, Mairead and Finton. You've fought off all the competition and you've won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our Pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at £3,000. There we are. Superb. One appearance on Pointless, straight through to the final. Now, what would you like to see come up in this last round?
Film. Anything to do with film.
Both of us, I think, yeah.
OK, well, very best of luck. As you know, you choose your category. It's not the widest of choices we usually give people, but here are your 4 options. They are best-selling albums, American playwrights, Hollywood Eds, Martina Navratilova.
I think we have to go for Hollywood Eds.
OK, we'll go for Hollywood Eds. I'm not quite sure what it is, but...
We'll discover. Who knows? Hollywood Eds. Good luck.
Hollywood Eds.
Please. Richard?
OK, you've got 3 options here. We're looking for any feature film made for cinema release up to August 2013, starring one of the following. Any Ed Harris film, so any film he's credited, has a credited role in, any Eddie Izzard film, or any Ed Norton film. So Ed Harris, Eddie Izzard, Edward Norton, any feature film made for cinema release for which they received an acting credit. As always, no TV films, short films, documentaries, voice performances do count though. Very, very best of luck to both of you.
Okay. There we go. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that jackpot of £3,000 is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Also, but worth bearing in mind, the answers that you provide can come from any of these categories, and how you spread them across the categories is entirely up to you. They can all come from the same, they can all be Ed Harris, if you like, or all Eddie Izzard, or one of each. Entirely down to you. Are you ready?
Yes.
OK, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
OK, well, Ed Harris was in Pollock. He started Jackson Pollock.
Edward Norton was in American History X.
OK, he was.
Eddie Izzard was in Mystery Men.
Was Ed Harris in The Right Stuff?
The Right Stuff. That's the
space
the
thing.
Space thing.
I think he might have been in that. Eddie Izzard. I can't think of any of the other films.
Only Mr. Men's the only one I think he was in.
That's a
he was
good answer.
Disco Boys.
That's a good answer.
He was in that. And
other Edward Norton films. He was in American History X. I think he was in something called Keeping the Faith.
Ed Harris. God, he's been in so many kind of westerny movies. I can't think of.
Is Pollock a good enough one?
Yeah, we put that in, because Pollock is good for him. We would do Pollock for Ed Harris, Mystery Boys, Mr. Men for Eddie Izzard, and then...
And we risk The Right Stuff.
For...
10 seconds left.
OK, yeah.
Should we try that?
Try The Right Stuff.
Are you sure, or do you want to go for Ed Norton?
No, go for Ed
OK,
Harris.
we'll try it.
Yeah.
OK, well, your minute's running down now, and it's up. I now need your 3 answers. Sounds like you'd reached
Okay.
Yeah. And you guys.
Okay, for Ed Harris films, Pollock.
Pollock.
And The Right Stuff.
And The Right Stuff for Ed Harris.
And for Eddie Izzard.
Mystery Men.
Mystery Men for Eddie Izzard. Now, of those three, which do you reckon is your best shot at a pointless answer?
If it's right, The Right Stuff.
The Right Stuff we'll put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Mystery Men.
Mystery Men. OK, let's pop those up on the board in that order, and here they are. We've got Mystery Men, Pollock, and The Right Stuff. Well, very best of luck. 3 perfectly good answers up there on the board. Now, your first answer, Mystery Men, you've decided was probably your least likely to be pointless. I can't see it myself. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good niche knowledge there. But let's say one of these is pointless and you win that jackpot of £3,000. What would you do with it, Mairead?
Go to New York for a friend's birthday next summertime.
Perfect. Fintan?
And I'm long overdue a return trip to some friends in Australia, so...
Excellent. Well, 2 lovely things to look forward to should you win that jackpot, so best of luck. Mystery Men, you've nominated this as an Eddie Izzard film. Let's find out. Obviously, if it's right and it's pointless, you leave here with £3,000. So, for the jackpot, is Mystery Men an Eddie Izzard film? How many people said it? It's right. That's the first thing it had to be. The crucial thing is correct. Now, if this goes all the way down to 0, you leave here with £3,000. Down it goes, still going down. Still going down, you got it! There we are! There we are! That's fantastic. What a result. That's brilliant. Very well done indeed. Superb. Congratulations, Mystery Men was a pointless answer, which means you are going home with £3,000. Very well done indeed.
Oh, how about that? How about that? I'm so pleased for you. That's terrific. Very well played. Pollock would have scored you 2 points, and The Right Stuff would have scored you 1 point. So the Mystery Men is your big answer there. You mentioned Ed Norton's Keeping the Faith. That would have been a pointless answer as well if you'd risked that one. Let's take a look at pointless answers in the different categories, though. For Ed Harris, lots of big films. He's in A History of Violence. He's in Nixon. It was a pointless answer. Stepmom, The Hours. You also could have had for him Absolute Power. He's in Glengarry Glen Ross, Gone Baby Gone, State of Grace, Man on a Ledge. Lots of big films for Ed Harris. Eddie Izzard, 5 Children, It, My Super Ex-Girlfriend, there's Mystery Men. That's just got pointless film written all over it, hasn't it? But you know what I mean? It's one of those ones that you just, if you can claw it from the back of your memory, you know it's going to be worth some money. And The Cat's Meow. And for Ed Norton, Frida, Kingdom of Heaven, The Invention of Lying, and The Score, which is a terrific film as well. All of those pointless answers. Very well done if you said any of those at home. And congratulations in the studio. That was lovely work.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Richard. Well, thanks once again to our winning players, Mairead and Fintan, who go away with today's jackpot of £3,000. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.